Good morning everybody. Today I'm going to be filming a vlog about my day around Baku and taking you around with me. I'd like to start my morning routine today very fresh, very simple because I have a lot of irritation on my skin. I did start using retinol recently, actually about a couple months ago, and last week I decided to use it 3 times instead of my usual 1 or 2, and my skin just became really irritated, and I've been recovering from that for about 4 or 5 days now. So my skincare consists of the very basics for me and a lot of hydration. So I'm gonna start by using my Vichy, the mineral probiotic serum, and I'm just gonna go in with about 3 drops of that and gently spread that all over my skin. Now, the symptoms that have been occurring through this retinol is that my skin has been very inflamed, red, dry, sensitive, and just extremely sensitive skin. Now I'm getting a little bit better, and I'm gonna follow up with my favorite. This is a serum placenta. It's a regenerating serum. It's also very healing, and it helps to make sure that some of these dark spots will fade lighter. These are breakouts, some purging that I had over the last week. And I'm gonna pat that all over and on the neck as well. Next, I'm going to be using one of my favorite moisturizers. This is the Cetaphil Optimal Hydration Daily Glow Cream, and it has hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and vitamin B5. This is what that looks like. A great moisturizer, fragrance-free, which is the only thing that I've been sticking to make sure that I don't irritate my skin. Now, I'm not allergic to fragrance, but since my skin has been so sensitive, I don't want to do anything to kind of anger it. And that is the nice consistency of this moisturizer. And I do use a little bit more than normal, just to make sure that my skin is healing well, it's staying moisturized, and I do take this under my eyes on the days that I'm not wearing eye cream, and it does the job perfectly. So now my skin is doing a lot better. It actually used to be really bad with the dryness, with the redness, and the only thing that I've been using to help me is obviously tons of SPF and moisturizer, and I just started to incorporate the serum placenta. I haven't been using that. I actually haven't been using any serums, just not to make the skin red. And next, I'm going to be using the Garnier. This is an SPF 50. I got this at a Italian store in Baku, but I have been absolutely loving this. It reminds me of the La Roche-Posay SPF, the one that you shake up as well. I believe it's called the Shaka Fluid, but this is a little bit more milky, you'll see. And it is a little bit less oily, which I really like. This has no fragrance as well. It doesn't irritate my skin. It actually goes on very nicely. I've been loving this. And if you apply makeup over it, I usually like to wait about 15 minutes before I do my makeup, just in between my skincare, so my skincare does have some time to absorb. And you can see once you spread it on, it becomes really lightweight in texture. There's no white cast. And I have been loving this. If you can purchase this in the States, in Canada, wherever you are located, I definitely recommend giving this one a try. I was quite impressed by it. And once I've spread that on the skin, we're gonna wait. I'm going to do some things around the house, and I'll see you in about 15 to 20 minutes. So we're gonna start off this day by organizing my makeup drawer. I have one of the IKEA drawers, and it fits just about everything that I need. So usually what I like to do is with some Lysol wipes, disinfect everything, and then I go ahead and dust everything off. And I'll show you how I organize it section by section. So that storage usually holds my complexion products, and then I go ahead and begin lysoling them down. Blushes I usually just have out on the shelf next to all the complexion, all the bronzers and things like that. Then I have my fluid shears, which I usually keep by my foundations, but I think I'm gonna put them here first. Next to the bronzers, I have all my foundations, which I just lay flat as well. And then for all the concealers, I kind of have them just up top. The drawer is pretty deep, so I'll show you what everything looks like at the end. And then I'm gonna wipe down this container. These are all IKEA too. And I use this to help sort my lip products. Mixed with my lip liners, I have a couple of eyeliners, just my MAC and my Estee Lauder, and I have my NARS. This is the eyeshadow base MAC lipstick. Really nice color. I haven't used that in a while. This is in the shade Fresh Brew. I'm gonna put that here, try to remember to use it. And then I have two of my brow products that I switch between, which is the Koza's Air Brow and then my Dior. So this is the completed drawer. I have my mascaras back there. We have eyelash curlers, some sharpeners, my Blistex. Then I have all my blushes, powders on top, creams on bottom. Then we move on. These are all my contours, bronzers, setting powders. And then back there I have some of my eyeshadows as well as concealer. This drawer runs pretty deep, you can see. And here I have all my foundations organized. And then we move on. Some lipsticks, lip glosses, and then I have my lip liners, two of my brow products, my eyeshadow base, and a couple of eyeliners. This is almost finished, so I threw that in there just to make sure I get through it. Good evening, everybody. It has been a very hectic day, cleaning, organizing, and now we are ready to cook some dinner. Tonight I'm going to be making one of my favorites, which is shrimp tacos. I make these really well with some fish as well, but today I'm going to show you how I do them with shrimp. So I already have some potatoes, skin on, fried. I also put a paper towel underneath afterwards just to get all the excess oil out, and these look delicious. This is going to go here while we prepare the rest of our food. For my shrimp, I have them marinating in this delicious garlic chili paste, and we are going to cook those down. You can cook them in panko too if you wish, or you can just cook them like this over a little bit of butter. And then I have some of these. I believe these are wheat based, not corn, but I have used these before. They're delicious, a little bit thin in texture, so I like to put them on a dry skillet and give them a nice little toast. And then I'm waiting for the rest of my garnish, but we're gonna have red onion, a little bit of chopped cherry tomatoes. I would love to have some red cabbage in here, but they didn't have any at the store, so I'm gonna replace it with a little bit of baby gem lettuce, chopped. And we're gonna have some cilantro, some lime. It's going to be absolutely delicious. And I'm making a little bit of spicy mayo. I have mayo here. I'm gonna use Tabasco today. You can put as little or as much as you would like. I like mine to be on the spicier side. And then we're gonna mix all of that up. And you get this nice consistency. We're going to use this to go on our tortillas, and of course you can dip your fries in them as well. And as those are toasting, this is our setup. We have our cilantro, red onion, some cherry tomatoes. I cut up that baby gem lettuce. We have some cheeks of lime and our shrimp. So we have our spicy mayo. Next, we're gonna use some of that baby gem lettuce. Some of our cherry tomatoes, red onions, some cilantro, and our shrimp. And finish off with a lime. There you have it. Let's make some of these pickled cucumbers. They are less salty. I might mention that. I have to mention that, sorry. They're very easy on the salt, which I love, and they keep a good crunch. Last time, I believe we ate them in about a week, maybe a little bit more than a week, but they kept the crunch. They stayed really well, so I'm excited to show you guys. It's very easy. I think just about anybody can make this at home. So this is the jar I'll be using. And then I have these cucumbers. I cut off the ends. You can only cut them a bit if you'd like. And then you want to get the thin-skinned ones because they just absorb flavor much better. And then over here I have some chopped dill and some chopped cilantro. Dill is a must, I would say. The rest is optional. Then I have a garlic clove. If you would like to have more of the garlic flavor, then you can chop up the garlic. And then here I have some black peppercorns. You could add as much or as little as you'd like. Over here I have a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and 2 teaspoons of salt. And we are gonna begin. You're just gonna put your cucumbers nicely in this jar. It's a little bit hard to do with one hand, but I'll do it and then we'll do the rest together. So I just line them up like this, and then now we're gonna begin with all the ingredients. So first I go in with the peppercorn. Then we can fit in the garlic clove, and then all those herbs. I'm gonna go ahead and add our salt. And that apple cider vinegar. So for the next step, you want to pour some hot water all over this. That looks delicious already. And what I'm gonna do is close the lid, give it a good shake, and I'll be right back. So I closed the jar, I gave it a good shake just to help all the ingredients mix together. And we are gonna set this aside for at least a day, but it's still quite early in the morning here. Maybe we'll get to enjoy them for dinner. But I let this cool off on the counter, and then once the hot water's cooled off, I go ahead and place them in the fridge. Hi everyone, I believe we left that vlog off at me making those homemade pickles, which were delicious. They're all gone now. It has been about, I want to say 4 or 5 days since I filmed that. And I just wanted to show you that this breakout has completely flattened out. These are almost gone. They are a little bit pigmented, a little bit brown. So I'm actually using something for those. I did end up picking up the Cream VIP 02, and I've been using this every morning since. It has helped me a lot with the redness in my skin. It's quite hydrating, but non-greasy at all. Like, there's zero grease in this. I feel like if you had oily skin, you would really enjoy this. And it also helps against pollution, which, you know, there's plenty around us nowadays. That's what that looks like. I've been really enjoying it. It has this pearly kind of finish, and it's really nice. Another thing that I actually ended up picking up at the pharmacy, which I can't give you my full review on yet because it says you're supposed to use this for 2 weeks consistently to see any difference, but I've been using it every evening since I picked it up, and it has been the only thing I've been using in the evening. And that's the Eucerin Anti-Pigment Night Cream. I've never seen this in a pharmacy. You can get this online. I saw this recently in a pharmacy here. It has really nice texture. There's like their patented ingredient here. I forgot what it's called. It doesn't say it on the back, but nice texture, very hydrating. It's supposed to help with pigment, and I can say that it's helped a little bit with this. I just don't want to give you my full review yet. I want the 2 weeks to be up that I've been using this product, and I've been applying it on my neck area, my chest area, and all over my face. It's very hydrating. It's helping. It's supposed to help with pigment, so I really don't feel the need to use anything else. Plus, I didn't want to include any of my acids and things like that, just to avoid irritating my skin. Just taking care of my skin barrier, and I'm using that moisturizer in the morning with sunscreen. So my skincare has been so minimal nowadays, especially because I was telling you guys in the beginning of this video that I have been using retinol, which caused those breakouts, and then I stopped using retinol for a while, and I realized that it's also the hormones. My skin is also a little bit milia prone, so the retinol does usually really help with that and clearing up my milia. It's kind of, it gets worse before it gets better, but my skin is doing a lot better now. I've been strictly focusing on repairing my skin barrier, and these 2 products have done a great job. No irritation, no breakouts. It's doing a lot better. Like I said, all of these are flat. So thank you so much for following me along this journey. If you're watching this video, I encourage you to take really good care of your skin, to really take good care of your skin barrier. There's no need to go overboard with our skincare ingredients. There's no need to go overboard with our skincare products. I have become a little bit more sensitive since using that retinol, which is why I'm so careful. And I usually have no problem with using retinol or anything like that. My skin can tolerate a lot of things, but I think I was just using it too often, and everything just kind of went downhill from there. But I'm doing a lot better now. I'm very happy with the way that my skin is looking. And this product especially, I mentioned that I saw a difference right away, which was really cool. And that's why I'm continuing to use this anti-pollution cream. I feel like this would also be a really great summer cream. Maybe not as moisturizing for most people during the winter months, but it's pretty good for me. I always use SPF on top because products like this can increase your sensitivity to the sun. Don't pay attention if you think that it's cloudy there or rainy. The UV rays, they still do get through all those clouds. So these are pretty much my 2 staple products over the last, few days. And I'll let you know how they go. I'm really excited to continue using this. It's got great reviews on Amazon too. I looked it up. A lot of people love this product. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for following me on this vlog and on this journey. And I'll see you on the next one.